Only the last line of defence, the breaking of the dikes and the subsequent flooding of the lowlands, saved the Dutch from a defeat that would probably have ended their independence. As it was, the country was financially ruined. The market for luxuries, such as paintings, collapsed. Before the crisis was over, Vermeer was dead at 43. He left his widow, 8 children, and a mass of debts. She had to auction his pictures. One she particularly wanted to keep was the Allegory of Painting. It went too, and Vermeer was forgotten by the outside world for 200 years. In the Allegory of Painting, Vermeer sets forth many of his themes. The youthful model who poses in a crown of laurel as Clio, the muse of history, seems as modest, tranquil, and self-absorbed as those in his earlier paintings. History is present in the map that shows us Holland and all its principal cities. Those cities that have won freedom for religious and scientific debate by their united efforts. The painting also shows a virtuoso display of painterly realism in the chandelier, and the precise formal patterns that underpin the apparent naturalism. Yet, to the end of his career, Vermeer could still produce something to surprise us.
This is one of the most wonderful works, a work that really is quite misunderstood. It's a late painting, very end of Vermeer's career in the 1670s, and it shows a woman playing her guitar quite openly and happily, rather than the very self-contained, very quiet, reflective paintings of the 1660s. Here she's kind of burst out of the painting. She's suddenly put off to the side, and you as a viewer confront her immediately. One of the most wonderful things about this painting is the way he gives us a sense of joy and happiness, but mostly with the strings that you see very loosely painted, as though the strings are actually vibrating as she's strumming away. It's a sense of momentary quality and lifelikeness that makes this painting so incredibly different and so appealing. What you suddenly discover is paint seen as paint. And he is very bold in his accents of paint on the wonderful angular folds of the skirt, or particularly here in the music hall in the middle of this instrument. It's an extraordinary abstract form as he sort of suggests the glitter of the gold as the light reflects off it. It is this kind of abstraction of form tied into the character of the image that makes this painting so wonderful.